Bosun, stand by to pipe the side. Shipmate, going to shore.
Sir, Senior Chief Kanjai requests permission to go ashore.
She read it.
Aye, sir.
Senior Chief Kajaya, United States Navy, retired, departing. Senior Chief Sithikorn Kanjaya, arriving. Major Samiyam Osri, U.S. Army, arriving. Commander, United States Navy, arriving. Retired Chief, arriving. Color Guard, parade the colors.
Mark time. March. Roundabout.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Color Guard, retire the colors.
Color guard. Order. Arms.
2. Bosun, retire the side boys.
Side boys. Left or right. Face. Pose.
Ladies and gentlemen, will the guests please be seated? Military guests, please remain covered until the conclusion of the ceremony. Good morning. I'm Command Master Chief John Lanza, and I'm honored to serve as the Master of Ceremonies this morning. Distinguished guests, family members, friends, and shipmates, on behalf of Commanding Officer NTAG Southwest, I'd like to welcome all of you to the retirement ceremony of Navy Counselor Senior Chief Sithikorn Kanjaya. I extend an especially warm welcome to his wife Sofawan and his mother Kanaporn, as well as his loving family and friends who have traveled across the country to celebrate this occasion. Please feel free to take pictures at any time during the ceremony, except during the playing of the national anthem. Today, we will honor and witness the military closure to a portion of Senior Chief Kanjaya's life that has been a gratifying and rewarding career of naval service. The retirement ceremony is the nation's expression of appreciation for a job well done, a sincere official recognition of a long period of faithful and honorable service. We also honor his family for their support and dedication. He has dealt with a multitude of challenges during his Navy journey. We gratefully honor the family's courage and steadfastness and offer our best as they begin a new life. The ceremony you are about to witness is a time-honored tradition of naval service. The ceremony itself has changed over the years as the Navy has evolved from a predominantly seagoing commands to both sea and shore-based commands. Tradition has it that the commanding officer would say a few words about our shipmate. Fellow shipmates would then provide gifts. Our shipmate would have an opportunity to make his own closing comments, and following these comments, the retiree would request permission to go ashore, and then would be piped ashore, thus closing 24 years of distinguished service to the United States Navy. At this time, I'd like to introduce the retiring officer for today's ceremony, Major Sumaya Malazri, U.S. Army, for his remark.
Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends. So I just arrived here from Colorado, so I'm going to read this. Make sure that I'm not going to miss anything, right? We are gathered here today to honor and celebrate the remarkable careers of our esteemed friend, Senior Ship Sitigon Kanjaya, who is retiring after 24 years of dedicated service. It is with mixed emotions that we say goodbye to a professional who has not only been an integral part of our team, but also a dear friend and mentor to many. To Senior Sitigon Kanjaya, today we celebrate our incredible journey filled with numerous achievements and countless contributions that have made a lasting impact on our organization. Your dedication, expertise, I remember you mentioned about your motto. The key to success is to be humble. Your hobby, to help others. And your favorite quote, I can imagine no more rewarding a career and any man who may be asked in this century what he did to make his life worthwhile. I think I can respond with a good idea of pride and satisfaction. I served in the United States Navy by former President John F. Kennedy, by the way. You did what you pleased. You do not help humans only, but pets as well. You take care of your 12 dogs
12.
as your kids. I do believe those 12 dogs love you at that as well. I can imagine there's a little boy from Lampang province of northern of Thailand with no knowledge of English. When you first arrived in Pennsylvania to join your mom and your sisters, you have no idea what to do in the future in your adopted land. But you did have a dream. When you were a young boy in Thailand, you wanted to be a sailor. You couldn't make it in your motherland, but you did make it here and make it really well. Your success will not be complete without mentioning the person behind the scenes, your mom, Kanapon Chaiwong, wife, Sopawan, and siblings. Patrapon and Pravina Sutta. They are always there for you. Whenever needs are needed, please give them a hand. Those are the key of success in a military career. Thank you. To the team, as we reflect on Senior Chief Ganjaya's career, let's remember the many lessons we have learned from him. Let's carry forward the values, principles he had exemplified and strive to uphold the high standards he set. To the Navy, Talent Acquisition Group Southwest, while we will miss your presence and guidance, we are excited for you as you embark on this new chapter of your life. Retirement is a time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, to pursue your passion, and to spend time with your loved ones. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors, whether it be traveling, hobbies, or simply relaxing and enjoying life. As we bid you farewell, please know that you leave behind a legacy of excellence, a wealth of fond memories, and a network of friendship who will always cherish the time we spent together. Let us press a toast to Senior Chief Ganjaya, celebrating stellar career and wishing him a retirement filled with joy, health, and fulfillment. Thank you.
Thank you, Major Malazwi. Everyone, please welcome the guest speaker for today's ceremony, Chief Duran Law.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, it's an honor and a privilege just to be here at this point, one in my life, and being able to share this joy with Kanjaya. We all know how Kanjaya likes to do things, and we heard a special K, but this K is special, as you can see how we put this event together. But I think that's one of the reasons why we all love Kanjaya and we show up for Kanjaya, because we know that without any question that Kanjaya will show up for us. So I'm going to take you on a circle and try to keep it short, but you know, we got a decade of time together, and it started this week. So today, I called one of my friends. I was like, man, when I meet Kanjaya? He said, man, September 4th, that's when you checked into the NRD LA, and I'm at headquarters. I'm like, who this cat bandaged up? It was like, oh, that's K. He was fighting off a pit bull. He was bandaged up. If anybody was in LA, they know that he loves dogs. But I'm like, he's fighting a pit bull? It's like, yeah, man, he was trying to rescue a little small dog from the pit bull, and he fought the pit bull. I said, oh, man, what is going on? And so a few weeks goes by, and then I find out that I'm taking the Southern Division. And so the first time we have our formal introduction was in Downey. So when it was having, we have our monthly division meeting. And if any of y'all know Marco Valencia, I think he's Master Chief now, right? If you get a handoff from him, make sure you double check it first. Don't just take it from Marco Valencia, because it's going to be dirty. So not even 24 hours into it, we had 2 in-months, a same day, and a fat shipper for the next month, right? And I say fat shipper in a funny way because it was a next month shipper and it was upper female. I don't remember where it came from, but Kanjaya was like, no worry, brother, we have it taken care of. And so that takes me on this journey of what's a chief's chief and what's a family. Kanjaya, you've been family. And I say you've been family because I come here today and I see the chief that you've made follow behind my guidance to you. When I met you, you was coming from Miami. And it was a low point, right? You coming to LA, you're like, man, I ain't gonna never make chief. They don't like me. I said, look, brother, we got a plan. We stick to the plan. We follow the plan, but pay it forward. And guess what? You paid it forward. You're a senior chief. You surpassed me. But then I look into the audience, and I see, if you can't stand up, Chief Oliver, Chief Gallegos, Chief Polanco, anybody else that I missed. But we got a first class that was here with us in Southern Division, and it was hard money. Because that's when the transition where we couldn't write anything below 50 QT. And we took over, and that was the same year that they won Division of the Year. So Kanjaya put together a plan, we put together a plan, and everyone bought in. We had a whole bunch of alphas. And they didn't give it to us. And we was mad. And what'd you say to me, Kanjaya? We'll be right back. Right?
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back.
Rise again.
We'll rise again. They didn't want to give it to us. We'll be right back. And so we come back, and we get to grinding it out. And then I get hurt. I popped my Achilles. It was CPOs against the first classes. We was in Cerritos Park. They took me out. And so they took me out. And so I was down for about 3-4 months. But before going out, they was like they wanted to put another chief to take over the division. And I was like, nah, K got it. He gonna make it happen. The team is strong. The team that's here, they were strong. And so they go out kicking butts, taking names. Green across the board. Any of my NC people know what green across the board means. That's a positive. Straight green lights. But prior to the end of the annual award ceremony, we found out that they was gonna cheat us out of Division of the Year, and we was mad. So the whole division protested. They didn't go. There was only 4 of us that was there. Myself, Kanjaya, Gallegos, and Polanco. Y'all remember it? Like it was yesterday, right? But Kanjaya was positive about it. He said, don't worry, brother. We good. What I didn't know was that he was going to get the regional award for most inspirational, because he inspired people. But that inspiring comes in many different fashions. If y'all know Kanjaya, and you recruited with Kanjaya, y'all know there may have been a dog in the car? He might have been in his sweatpants. Right? Make it work. But he always took care of sailors. He always took care of sailors within the division. No matter if it was 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. When I went down, took my car, brought it to me, checked on me. That's the type of person you are, Kanjaya. Some people say loyalty is dead, but I believe that it's alive. You just gotta make sure you don't have blind loyalty. And loyalty is not something that we try to do, it's something that we do. And that's something that you did. And that's something around the people around you did. And hopefully I've been that to you, been loyal to you. I hope you made your family proud because you made me proud. I know you make a lot of people around you proud. You know, the road to success isn't easy. And a lot of people like to take the easy road. You need to take the easy road, okay? I'm here to stay there. You did not take the easy road. I love you. From the bottom to the top, we're going to roll and we're going to make it happen. Keep inspiring people, not just now, but when you transition. And if you get a Netflix special and it's about some dogs, I just want 1%. But again, it's an honor just to be here today, just to be here in front of you. There's a lot of stories I can tell you about Kay, but I just want to keep the inspirational ones that I have and share those with y'all. I love you, Kay, my brother from another. I love you, man.
Thank you, Chief Law. Senior Chief Lawrence will now read Old Glory, and Senior Chief Kanjaya will be presented with the United States flag flown on board the USS Kitty Hawk. Flag detail, post.
the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. Institutional learning. I stand guard the greatest military power in the world. Look up. See me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher. My colors a little truer. My thoughts noble. I am recognized. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am respected. I am honored. I am loved. I am feared. I have fought many other battles. I have warred for 20 years. Dedicated. I love. Those who I've served with in battle, it hurts, but I shall overcome. For I am strong. I have slipped the surely bones of earth. And from my vantage points on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I've been a silent witness to all America's finest hour. My final hours comes when I am torn to strips, to be used as bandage for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly half-mast, my shoulders, when I lie in trembling arms of grieving mothers at the great sight of her fallen son or daughter. I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave, dear God. Long may I
Flag detail. Dismissed. Senior Chief Kramer will now read the Chief Petty Officer's Pledge. Chief Petty Officers, retired and active. Attention to pledge.
I am a Chief Petty Officer in the United States Navy. I serve my country and her people with pride and honor. I seek no special favors. I make things happen and do the best that I can do. I am charged with a leadership role like no other in the world. I develop junior officers and mold my sailors. I acknowledge full responsibility for the actions of my sailors, because these sailors are the seeds of future Chief Petty Officers. I live by the Navy's core values of honor, courage, and commitment. I set the example. I establish the standards of performance. My sailors are my students, and I am their teacher. I guide and influence the lives of these young men and women. In the final analysis, I will determine the quality of these sailors. They look up to me because I treat them with dignity and respect, because they need a leader, and I am there for them. After all, I am a Chief Petty Officer in the United States Navy.
Chief Petty Officers, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Gallego will now read the watch.
For 24 years, this sailor stood watch. While some of us lay in our bunks at night, this shipmate stood the watch. While some of us were in our schools learning our trade, this sailor stood the watch. And yes, even before some of you were born into this very world, this sea stood the watch. In those years where the storm clouds of war could be seen brewing over the horizons of history, this Thai warrior stood the watch. Oftentimes, he cast an eye ashore, seeing his family standing there, needing his guidance, needing his hand to hold during these hard times. Yet, this father, or this son, this husband, stood the watch. He stood the watch for 24 years. He stood the watch so that we, our families, and his millions of YouTube followers could sleep soundly in safety knowing this senior chief had the watch. Well, shipmates, today we're here to say the watch stands relieved. Relieved by those you have guided, mentored, and led. Senior Chief Sidhakwan Kanjaya, the watch stands relieved. We have the watch.
Aye, aye. Thank you, Chief Gallego. It's nice. Commander Gilligan will now present Senior Chief Kanjaya with letters of appreciation from the Navy. Ushers, please escort Sidhakwan Kanjaya and Kanaporn Kiwang and Prawani Sutta and Parthaporn Sutta to the stage. Commander Gilligan will now present letters of appreciation to the family. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present Senior Chief Sidhakwan Kanjaya, United States Navy.
All right. It's going to be a while, so. Lima Charlie? Lima Charlie. Okay. I never read a script. I never made a script. Normally I wing it as a CIF. But today I'm going to make it real official, so I'm going to read what I wrote, so. Wow. After 23 years in the Navy, I got a story or two to share with you today. First and foremost, I can't read English, but I'm going to try, all right? A big thank you to Intact Southwest leadership, CMC, XO, everybody, Chief Mess, thank you for support. Thank you, Majors. Somya fly all the way in from Colorado this morning. Matter of fact, he's flying back tonight. So that's dedication, greatly appreciated. And I heard your speech talk about how impact I am to the Thai American community. I greatly appreciate, sir. So well noticed. So, and let's not forget the Intact Southwest Chief Mess, the best in the whole wide world. Your support today means everything to me and my family. So really thank you. I also want to give a special shout out to Major Somya, which I mentioned. And that's some serious commitment to come all the way to southwest tips of the country just for me. Thank you, Major. A big thanks also goes to my shipmate from USS Kitty Hawk. Let me hear you there, Kitty Hawk. You in the house? That's my shipmate that we went on Enduring Freedom together. And Parango, don't be hiding there too. I know you Kitty Hawk. Shitty Kitty. And the team from Navy Recruiting District Los Angeles. Okay, light. They're coming late, but I know you're here. And Navy Recruiting District Seattle, my boy all the way in the back there, Dan Yabbitt. So thank you for coming. And to my Thai friends who flew in all the way from New York. There's one gentleman who flew in from New York. I never met him before. He actually followed me on YouTube, and he just surprised me today. He canceled his flight, and he said, hey, you retiring? I don't even know where he at. Where you at, sir? Oh, right there. See, he's hiding. Well, nice to meet you. That's a lot of dedication right there. So I'm glad that I be able to make some impact and inspiration, not only in the Navy, but outside the Navy as well. So really, really mean a lot. So thank you. Sorry, it's a slight here. So, and last but certainly not least, I want to thank you, my cousins who flew in from San Francisco, my two sisters, my mom, and my amazing wife for being here today to celebrate my journey together. This is the end, of my Navy chapter. I want to go into this. I know there are 365 days in the year, and most of them are pretty ordinary. But today isn't just any day. A special one for my family and me. From the bottom of my heart, I sincerely want to thank you all traveling from across the country to be here and celebrate this day with us. If I get a bit emotional and start tearing up, please forgive me. I promise I'm not trying to make everyone cry. So here's my story. I came to the U.S. from Thailand in 1995, all the way from small village in Lampang. Back there, my days were spent hunting fish, catching chickens, chicken anana. Pretty much anything that moved, I killed it. We hunt for food. That's the type village I'm talking about. Growing rice field. But I have a bigger plan. When I landed in Philadelphia, gas was $1.15. We don't get that price nowadays. That's crazy, man. Time fly. I know, don't laugh. I'm not trying to date myself here. But hey, it's just proof I've been in the Navy for a long time. So I actually like reading this thing. I don't miss anything at all. So, okay. I went to Ver, I can't pronounce the letter V, Victor's, the Ver Middle School, and then went to South Philly High, graduated from there. By the senior year, I wasn't exactly the model student. I started cutting class and getting into trouble. But then I crossed paths with a Navy recruiter. Navy recruiter, thanks for y'all. Y'all changed my life. Yes, I was a bad boy. I was cutting class. My mom was very, very unhappy. But I run into a Navy recruiter. He just found me in a counseling room. He said, what you doing there? I said, I don't know. So he said, why don't you talk to me tonight? Come meet in the office. And I did. Went with a couple friends of my friends, and I was the lucky one, the only one that passed the test that day. So he assigned me SDP, same-day process. Anyone processing from Fort Dix, New Jersey? Yep, that's me, Philly. So I processed the MEPS entrings, and I got the date shipped out in April 2001. But now, this was around time where we just started getting computer and internet. Remember AOL? 56K modem? Yeah. Yeah, that's my time. That's how I met Art, my Thai friends. We've been chatting online for so long, and finally make a decision, flew to San Francisco and met him. thought it was a hot date, but he turned out to be a guy. But it's all right. He's my best friend, and who became the best buddy during those lonely and scary times. I'd go ahead and stand up, and he did. Now he's standing up. After chatting online for so long, I finally flew out to meet him in person. I told him I was joining the Navy, and he was so excited. He even gave me the honor of shaving my hair before I left for boot camp. He did. He shaved my hair. Now, that's the friendships. Let's rewind a little bit. Before I shipped out of Navy basic training, I signed up at the age of 17. Now, between you and me, I have no idea who signed parent consent because my dad is not in America. As a recruiter, we know. I don't know who signed it, but I'm in the Navy. Right? DD 372, it was the recruiter bottom line. It wasn't anyone from Federal. But that's back in 2001, sir. Forgive me. So that's, I'm not condone. I'll say that's okay to do because it's not okay to do, all right? But I'm just saying my history, and I went back to check my record. That's what I found. Again, no clue who signed it either. But hey, that was back 2001, and things were a little bit different back then, all right? My mom, on the other hand, was not on board with me joining the Navy. Her exact word was, son, I brought you to USA. You crazy? You want to die? Why you want to join Navy? No, she didn't really say that, but that's the message I got out from her. And I respond to her, say, hey, mommy, everything is going to be okay. We have Windows 2000 now. Remember the Y2K, mom? Scare her, but we went through it. Best communication tool ever. I guarantee you there won't be any more wars, mommy. And please believe me, everything is going to be fine. That's what I told my mom. April 2001, that's what I told her. And then we all know what happened, right? Yep. September 2001, so much of my prediction there, huh? I guarantee I graduated from basic training and Navy training in July 2001. By August, I was reported to the first ship in USS Kitty Hawk, CW-63. Then came 9/11, a real game changer. I was brand new, was a fresh-faced sailor. FOB, fresh off the boat. I do not know anything about the Navy at all. I just went there blank. Like, my whole image was, but no, they were having me folding clothes, and it was not the military image that I have in my head, but that's what I got out of basic training, folding clothes and follow instruction. I witnessed the event was a whirlwind of emotion, mad, sad, scared, you name it. We were called back to the ship immediately, and no one could leave the base until further notice. Then President Bush announced we are going to war. And that's when the reality started hitting. I never seen anything like this, like the reaction on the Kitty Hawk. Instead of that nearly 5,000 people on board the ships, they weren't scared at all. It's the opposite. They will rise up. They will rise up. And all the sailors was excited, almost happy to be heading into battle. I didn't really have a choice but to join the excitement. Just like this. Yes. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, wait a minute, how am I going to fight? All I have trained is folding clothes and working on engines. I never even fired a real gun because we were building a gun range at RTC at that time. So at this point, 20 year plus, I have not shoot a real gun before. And that's a fact. So yes, I was almost pooping my pants because, oh man, we're going to war, but I don't know. Pretty quickly through, I realized just my role was going to be a messenger, taking down reading, a washstand in the engine room. That's where I met some of the coolest people and learned some colorful language. Coon, stand up. Coon. Every time I see him, I always think of him as Stevie O from Jackass. He's got that look and that smile. I don't know why, but you have got that smile, always bring the positive energy. Thanks, brother. Mitch, you and your weird accent, man. And that was a great fight. I actually fought him in the engine room. And it was just some boiling and blowing steam, and I don't know what got us, and we just got into a fight. And it was a great fight. Afterward, we just shook hands, and we just like, yeah, that was cool. let's not do it again. But thanks, Mitch, for being here, man. Thank you. Man. And let me see where I forgot. So sorry. There was a cool shake hand. Ramirez, you're a quiet one. I don't really know you, but your dedication as a boiler tech impressed me. Let me know when your retirement is. I will be there for sure. All right, bro? And then there's Johnson. Oh, man. I have got a lot of dirt on you. This is the only sailor that traveled to Thailand with me and spent some time there. I won't get into what happened in Thailand. Very, very classified information. But Johnson, my man, we have been through a lot together. We work out, age, drinking, yes, even have a real physical fight. I don't know why we fought again, but I'm glad to know you, shipmate. So, Rising, I'm so glad you finally made chief, man. I was really worried about you for a while. But when I saw your name on the selection board, I was thrilled. You are the guy who taught me what blue balls is. I did not know it was. I honestly, I do not know. I was just new guy on the ships. And I was like, they were mumbling and talking blue balls. I was like, what is that? You know? And I won't share the full story on that one, but it was a memorable moment. You know, like, I didn't know what it was. That time we left the base, and the most memorable time with Rising was we were stationed in Yokosuka, and we were just at almost midnight. Sir, close your ears, sir. We packed a sea bag with shoe high and just marching all night. And we're just passing out on the road somewhere. That was crazy. I won't do it again. So, but thank you. Thank you all, my Kitty Hawk shipmate who show up, Huangs, Two Man. Thank you, brother. You're just like my only Asian buddy that we try to motivate each other and keep up to get all the core and you know and motivate each other. So thank you, Huang, for being here. Hector, I found you afterward, but I got more shit on you on the LAA stuff. So the nation went through some tough time, but as American, we rose up and become more united than ever. Operation Iraqi Freedom, Enduring Freedom, taught us a lot more. Most importantly, but nothing is free, and freedom certainly isn't. After serving on USS Tarawa, where I met my beautiful wife, Lean, in 2005, I made a big change in 2006, switched from being machinist mate to assure duty as a Navy recruiter. And that's where all the crazy stuff going on. Oh, Lord. At first, I didn't think I could do it because of my broken English and thick accents. But it turned out it was the most successful chapter of my Navy career. In the first 3 years in recruiting, I earned more NAM compared to first 5 years spending on 2 ships combined on the Kitty Hawk and the Tarawa. 0 NAM. And here we go, my first year in Tarawa. I mean, in the NID New England, I got like crap load of NAM. So that was surprisingly. I earned it. The recruiting world opened an opportunity. I never imagined it flew me to Washington, D.C. to have dinner with the McPon and the CNP, have to Pensacola and Florida to share experience with new recruiter students. It was fantastic. I also met Wilson, my boy here, Growing Bears, and he showed me some trick of government vehicles, doing some crazy stuff. Oh my God, I got a great mentor. So we have some great time. Thanks, Wilson, for being here. And that's where I pick up and got mapped to MM1. And the 2 offices got mapped. One person, the ring at that time, got mapped to ADC, and I got mapped to MM1. It's like 2-person map. So like that's a commitment that, hey, I have to put a package in to convert. And my wife wants me to do as well, so I don't have to go on the ships ever again. So from there, I went on recruiting in Boston and West Palm Beach and finally in Los Angeles. I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost at the finish. I think I'm going to cry now. It was at NID Los Angeles that I met so many incredible people who helped me shape my career. There was ABF2, now NCC Sebastian. DC1, now it's NCC Olivers. AD1, now it's ADC Hectors. FC1 Bassett, FCC, NC1 Total, who's retired now. He got great things going on. you got some NACIS issues, contact him. He got some connections. And M1 Villegas, that's my big daddy, C Daddy's, the new guy. And here we go. I know D-Law mentioned it, the guy who set me up. And I know he touched base with CPO's 365, played basketball. And well, let's just say, please don't challenge him to play a game because I think he really did that on purpose to get hurt. So, amazing folk, I just mentioned that there were. It's just the moment in time that as a first class, step it up to fill in the cheap bullet. And was I scared? Yeah, I did. But I wasn't scared because I have all the first class backing me up and they support me the whole way. And got up to rise up and didn't let NRD, LA miss a beat, Southern Division holding it down. So thank you, NRD, LA, and all the shipmates out there that holding it down. So I got 2 more paragraphs and I'll be done, man. It's getting hot out here. So I miss So AT1 took over from ABF2, and Hector, is my old shitty kitty shipmate, would tell me, bro, you need to stop asking me for more contracts. He's always saying I treat him like a commercial way. I flip him upside down and shaking him to the last penny to drop out. And then he will laugh and he will say, chicken, no, I got you, Kay. That's NRDLA, man. I got more stuff, but I'm not going to hold us down here, but I'm going to go to closing. Seattle was a tough time. We went into recruiting during COVID-19, and I have learned how to recruit from home. I ran 7 stations from North Seattle all the way to Canada. I took a team who was struggling with low production and with abusive leadership. It was a tough time in Seattle. But then I met Dan, my man that kept me, on check, on point, but then he left me somehow. But he's my best partner to make me navigate and get through recruiting in Seattle. And here we are. I'm in NTAC Southwest, right? The best NTAC Southwest in the nation. I really have this last message for the NTAC Southwest. From there, I went to Temecula, and where I met Senior Chief. I met Senior Chief Lamarche. Where? Al? Thanks for coming, man. From San Fran, as ACI now, doing good thing. He's a guy I can always lean on and call just to shoot the breeze. And there's Senior Chief Chong retiring. That Senior Chief star didn't hold him back. He got the star, and he retired like in a week. So that's very impressive, man. 2 months. Oh, my bad. Yeah. So, but and yes, that's where I make a rank as a Senior Chief in NTAC Southwest. To this day, I still don't know how I made it. Just kidding. It's all about unity, service, and navigating for your sailors and the command to help out COXO and the Navy to accomplish mission. This is my story, 24 years in the Navy. I didn't mention your name. Please forgive me. Iris Cefintis from New England as well. Man, how do you let me there? So I truly appreciate everyone who's being here today and send a message to make this special day. A big thanks to the Thai friend and the Thai community. Marsla 101 YouTubers is here. My friends from Thai school back in Thailand, she even here. Pimon, my realtor, is here. My new job, Pita, and she's my insurance instructor. So that's my new job. I'm gonna be an insurance policy writer. So she's my great mentors and got my qualification as certified as insurance producer. So if anyone need insurance, please hit me up after this. So ABC always be closing. So you don't be running for me because I'll look for you. Okay. All right. My 24 years in the Navy taught me that sometimes those 24 hours ain't enough. I wish I had more time to resolve issues and overcome obstacles. I wish I had more time to mentor and guide sailors and more time with my family before deployment. But you don't always get that time. So make the best of the time you do have before it's gone. Use your time to teach, guide, mentor, train, and coach. Walk with your sailors, hold their hand if you have to, and show them the way. Care about what you are doing. Have passion about it. You just don't throw away your give a shit factor. Produce more great leaders. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. Just don't repeat it. We need every one of you look to your left and your right and start teaching, guiding, mentoring, and training each other. Continue to look good, care of her, the Navy, and U.S. Navy. Navy Chief!
Navy Pride!
Navy Chief!
Navy Pride!
Thank you.
Thank you, Senior Chief Kanjaya. Retired Chief Baglio will now read the Retired Chief Petty Officer's Creed.
You have this day experienced that which comes to all of us who serve on active duty in our Navy. I say our Navy because your departure from active duty in no way terminates your relationship, regardless of obligation to the United States Navy and your fellow Chief Petty Officers. By law and tradition, U.S. Navy retirees are always on the rolls, ever ready to lend their service when the need arises. The respect that you earned as the Chief was based on the same attributes that you will now carry into retirement. You should have no regrets and should not view your retirement as an end of an era, but rather as orders to a new and challenging assignment, a form of independent duty. Remember well that you have been and always will be a member of the most exclusive of all maritime fraternities, that of the United States Navy Chief Petty Officers. Active duty chiefs salute you. Chief Petty Officers, hand salute. 2. Retired chiefs welcome you. Welcome, brother. And we wish you the traditional fair winds and following seas. Best regard, Chief Petty Officers. Chief Petty Officers may be reseated.
NTAC Southwest Chiefs Mess would now like to present Sir Kanjaya with his retirement. Bosun, host the side boys. I will now read the history of this order. This order has been passed on naval ships from the 1500s through today. Spanish, English, French, Dutch, yes, all navies of the world use the bosun, side boys, and call to bring aboard or send ashore all ship's company officers, visiting officers, dignitaries, and VIPs. The side boys would haul on the ropes and raise or lower the boarding platform so officers would not have to climb the rat lines which were hanging over the sides and used by the enlisted crew when going ashore or to get aboard. This honor was extended to visiting officers, dignitaries, and port officials. It was not uncommon for the commanding officer of a ship to order up the jolly boat, a crew of 8 strongbacks, side boys, and bosun, to send an old shipmate to his shore retirement, home, never to sail on naval ships again. All hands on deck was passed, speeches were made about great victories, battles fought upon open seas, raging storms weathered, and voyages to distant and strange lands were with ports of call others only dreamed about. Will the guests please rise for the benediction and remain standing for the remainder of the ceremony as Senior Chief Kanjaya requests permission to go ashore for the final time.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you in thankfulness for the many years of service given by our friend and colleague, Senior Chief Kanjaya. We thank you for the long-term contributions he has made in the execution of daily tasks and their loyalty to our country and in sharing his experience and wisdom with others. We appreciate his hard work and dedication. He has adapted to many changes over the years and has made sacrifices of his personal time when the job demanded it. He has been a mentor and a friend to his fellow sailors and has worked faithfully despite his own personal obligations, joys, and challenges. We pray your continued blessings on him during the next phase of his life. May your presence be with him as he may choose new paths and explore new horizons. May he be blessed with strong networks of friends and family to enjoy the journey that lies ahead. Keep him vigorous in body, mind, soul, and spirit. Open new doors of service that will satisfy his desire to give and that will make lasting difference in our world. May he find many receptive hearts and minds for the wisdom he has to offer and many recipients to receive his love and care. Today we leave him with this blessing from the book of Matthew. Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with few things. I will put in charge of you many things. Come and share your master's happiness. And so we end our prayer, thankful for what has been and grateful for what has yet to be. Amen.
Amen. Bosun, stand by to pipe the side. Shipmate, going ashore.
Sir, Senior Chief Kanjaya requests permission to go ashore. Aye, sir.
Senior Chief Kanjaya, United States Navy, retired, departing. Senior Chief Kanjaya, United States Navy, retired family, departing. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this morning's ceremony. On behalf of Senior Chief Kanjaya and his family, thank you very much for taking part in this time